Right, India. So we've been here 3 hours. We've been scammed twice already. I don't have any footage of kind of actually when it happened, but I've got some footage of the two guys that tried to do it and some of the crazy driving out here. Got to the airport, saw the little box thing that says prepaid taxis on it, walked out to it, two guys came over to us, and we were told to get prepaid taxis, and I said, prepaid taxi? And I said, yeah. Came over, says, whereabouts are you going to? I said, obviously where we are, which is Zostel. Gave him the address, and he goes, yep, okay, showed us a price. We don't know kind of what the prices are, so he said, yeah, that's fine. Jumped in, almost killed us about 5 times on the way here, didn't they?
Went up the wrong side of the road.
It's crazy. When you see the video of the driver and everything, it's absolutely crazy. And the guy, he doesn't have any mirrors. There's no mirrors on his little cab thing. My favourite bit though is there's a hopefully I caught it, but there's a sign that says, is your helmet buckled up, right? Because it says that we are concerned about you. And then I panned across, and there's a woman on a motorbike. It's holding like a less than a year old, like months old baby in her arms, like just in a shawl. It was just ridiculous. Yeah, so anyway, we're going along, start to get a bit of an inkling that it's taking a bit too long, and seeing these two guys seem to be a bit weird. So yeah, keep going, and the guy starts getting his phone out and he just starts calling somebody. And we were waiting long, and I started to get a bit of a weird feeling. And he said, "Oh, this is, do you have the address? We need the block number." I said, "No, we don't have it." He said, "Right, okay then." So he,
No, we did have the address.
No, we did have the address, but we didn't have the block number. He says, I need to call your hostel, call the people, and find out what block number it is. And we're like, right, okay then. He says, do you have a number? We got the phone out. Started trying to read him the number. And he says, kind of took it off me like that, and then he plumbed it in and was talking to somebody on the phone. And he was going, they want to speak to you, And he's like, what's your booking reference? And I was like, I'm not too sure. And he was like, I said, what's the block number? And they were beating around the bush and going backwards and forwards. And I was like, this is really weird. And he says, okay, get them to drop you at this place, and then we'll come and get you. It's free. We have a collection service. And I thought to myself, as I said, yeah, why didn't he just tell them where it was? So I just said, no, I'm not going to be dropped at the side of the road in a country I've never been in before. So yeah, it kind of went on from there, and they said, okay, we'll take you straight there. Starts driving a bit further along. We come up to Corda Plaza, something like that. And they say, oh yeah, he's on the way, he's meeting us here. And at this time I knew that we were being scammed, so we tried to ring. We got the phone number back, got Autumn's phone back, and tried to ring the hostel, and they were kind of driving. They pulled over at the side of the road, managed to get through to them, but the signal was really crap. But I managed to get a couple of like words along, and this, that, and the other, and I was trying to explain to them what was happening, and it was going on and on and on. It was taking ages, and we were starting to get really worried. And bear in mind, like, our bags are trapped in the back. We've got the day packs, which has kind of got the most expensive stuff, but all of our clothes, everything, all was in the back. Yeah, so I'm actually on to the proper people who are at the hotel now. I'm speaking to them, and I turned to the guy into the front and I said, who was it that you spoke to? What was his name? And he said, Kumar. So I said to the lady, says, oh yes, apparently we've spoken to Kumar and you're already sending somebody out to meet us. And she said, no, there's nobody called Kumar. So as soon as I heard that, I reached over the seat into the back and kind of just had my hand on my bag, and I just said, oh, okay, well, I says no. I looked at the guy and I said, no, apparently there's nobody called Kumar, we're getting out here. Jumped out and grabbed the bag and like wrenched it over the back seat, almost flipping took Autumn's head off with it. Threw her one bag, I grabbed the other one, dragged that over, got out, and both of the guys now jumped out the cab out the front, and we walked to the side of the road, and they followed us out, and he said, "Oh, we need paying, we need money." I said, "No, I'm not paying you." I says, "You're trying to scam us." I says, "Do you think I was born yesterday? I'm not a fucking idiot." Although we just got in a taxi, drove all the way there, and didn't really have a ticket or anything. In a country we've never been to before, in a city we've never been to before, where we got multiple emails where they told us that these kind of scams happen. So I suppose we are kind of idiots. But anyway, we're at the side of the road, and the guy's really kind of pressing up on me now. He's getting up in my face. Two guys, and he says, and the driver says, "What about my half? What about my half?" I says, "No, I'm not paying you." He says, "We're not even at the, you haven't taken us there. We're stuck in the middle of nowhere." And Autumn stood behind me, was getting nervous. She said, "All right, I'll call the police then. We'll call the police right now, and we'll ask them what we should do." And as soon as we kind of said that, and Autumn had like put her phone up to her ear, we have no idea what the police number is. Autumn put her phone up to her ear, and the guys just ran back to their cab, jumped in the cab, and drove off. So yeah, didn't give them any money, but definitely shook up. And this guy's obviously a guy was walking down the side of the road and heard this altercation that we were having, and I was surrounded by these two guys. Both of them were above 6 foot. They were much taller than me, weren't they? Quite big guys. And this guy said, he says he's studying just literally around the corner. He's been to the UK, and he says, "Are you okay?" He says, "You need to be really careful." He was lovely. He was absolutely great. He says, "Right," he says, "I'm gonna." Told us where to go. He says, "Don't go to this travel information." He says, He says that was the Indian. That's for Indian people, didn't he say? He's like, "That's the Indian travel tourism." Although you're in India, he says, "Don't go to there. Go to the one down here. It's ran kind of by the government, so it's like it's a proper place." So this guy helped us out, and he says, "Look," he says, "don't worry about it." He says, "It happens to everyone. You've got away lucky." So walked over, trying to cross the road, couldn't even cross the road. It was just crazy. And then there was another guy that was standing next to us, and we just thought, and we just watched him go. We thought, "Oh, let's just tag on with him." I was almost holding his hand, so we just kind of used him as a barrier and followed him across the road. And he could see that we were following him and that we were a bit nervous. And he told us to put a hand down. He says, "If you do that, people know that you kind of, you know how it works, and you're from India, and they'll kind of."
Yeah, but they still
let you through. Although we did almost get run over about 10 times. And we told him that we'd just been scammed. This is the second person. He was, again, absolutely lovely. He was a dance teacher. He worked in Manchester, and he was absolutely lovely, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Really, it was so nice. It's so weird that in the space of 2 minutes, we'd had 2 people scamming us and almost ready to have a fight in the middle of the road, and 2 people were more than lovely and helping us out. He took us around the corner to the proper like tourist information centre, which is run by the government. Walked in there, they said to us, and they told us, and they asked us how much did they tell you were going to pay. I'm not telling you because I'm a bit embarrassed, because it was a lot more than it should have been. It should have been about £4. So we walked in there, and we told them what happened, and both of the guys just went like eyebrows up and said, "Oh my God," and says, "Okay, you're all right, you're lucky, you're in the right place now." So got past that. They called the hostel, and then again another kind of nightmare happened, and that was going up and down. They didn't know who we were and what the thing was, but anyway, we got it sorted, and they said, "Yeah, no, sorry, miscommunication, it's fine." Right, how do we get there? He says, "Right, go outside, go into a rickshaw or tuk-tuk, and they'll take you straight there." Awesome, sounds easy. Walked outside, the guy was over, flagged down a tuk-tuk, told him where we were going. He says, "Yep, thumb up," off we go. Bouncing down the road, driving like crazy, getting choked out by the fumes and the pollution. It's horrible. Going down, stops at some random hotel, and we've been going for quite a while now, and we're thinking, this is a bit odd. So "Is this it?" And he goes, "No." Took the note off it, which had our address on, where we're supposed to be going. Walked in, waiting there for about 5 minutes, walks back out, and he goes, "Oh, okay." Handed us back the piece of paper, jumped back in the tuk-tuk and started driving again. Oh, flipping hell, right, the guy doesn't even know where he's going, but he's just spoke to somebody who knows where we're going now. Next hotel, walks in, takes a piece of paper, comes out, gets back in the tuk-tuk, starts driving again. There's cows walking by, there's people, it's boiling hot, it's 37 degrees and humid. Me and Autumn are freaking out. We're dead dogs on the side of the road. It's so densely populated, and we're really kind of getting nervous now, and we thought, oh no, this can't be happening again. It's just crazy. Driving along, what, an hour? Goes to about 7 different places. And we had on the note of paper that says opposite, the full address, and it says opposite New Delhi railway station.
But he just kept saying, no.
And he kept looking at us and saying, railway station. And we were like, yes. He says, railway station. And we were like, is he asking us something? Because we're asking him to get us to the place we want to go. We don't know where the fuck we are. Anyway, we're driving along, about 18 hotels, hostels, different places, and him going in and waiting around for about 5 minutes. We see it at the side of the road. Great. We get inside, flipping out. Just an absolute nightmare. We've been here 3 hours. And he said it was 100 rupees for the tuk-tuk. We got out, and I thought he said 50 rupees. And I was expecting, oh, okay, he didn't know where he was going. He's charging us half. Fair enough. And I'm looking for things. Didn't have a 50, so I was going to give him the full 100. So I handed him the 100. And he says, no, 150. And I went, what? He says, 150. And he like pointed, and he went like, oh, we had to stop. And I was like, are you crazy? Well, it's your fault. This is your fault that we were faffing about for this long. We ain't paying you that. You must be flipping barking. So anyway, gave him the 100, walked off. Almost ran into the hostel because we were just trying to kind of freaking out. Got in, they are absolutely lovely. The room's great, I'll show you around in a second. Autumn's nervous, she doesn't want to go out into Delhi again.
Who doesn't want to go out into Delhi?
Autumn doesn't. She's trying to act like it's me, but it's not, it's her. Look at her, look. So anyway, yeah, we're here now, we're in the room. I'm glad we kind of paid for the hostel's like better room, definitely so much happy with that. We've got our own bathroom, our own room, and we kind of can be to ourselves and everything like that, so that's really good. But yeah, people in the hostel, absolutely lovely. There's loads of people downstairs, going to go downstairs and chill with them for a bit. I'll put in the videos of the clips of driving around and whatever else I could catch in this video. But I'll put this as a standalone and then do another update for kind of the daily vlog. I'll just put this in here to kind of tell everyone that we almost got scammed and everything like that. But yeah, so we're in Delhi, 3 days in the hostel, then we start the tour down to Goa. We will keep you updated along the way, and I might just start wearing the chest mount for the GoPro continuously to try and get some, if anybody else tries to scam us. But yeah, we're here, we're safe, nobody's dead. That's about it really. We'll just keep going and we'll catch up with you along the way. But let's have a quick look around the room. So that's the bed with Autumn on it, trying to hide. It's just a little thing. We've got a TV behind us, aircon is up there. Little room, bathroom in it. Where's the flipping light? Bathroom in there, shower, got a bucket in it. I don't know, maybe it's because the shower's a bit weird. Oh my god, the toilet paper. You could clean the side of the flipping HMS Victoria with a fucking toilet paper, but luckily we've got wet wipes, so we're only using them, otherwise you flipping wear through your arsehole, it's crazy. But yeah, that's it. Not a quick update, it's about 14 minutes now, but anyway, update done. I'll post it as a standalone so it doesn't get too long, and then I'll give you a daily update of when this kind of day's over and we know what we're doing. Cheers, and we'll see you again soon.
वो देख लें टोपी
35 मिनट
टोपी देख लेना 35 मैचा में आराम पौड़ी का एंड तो अरे मैं भी गादा 22 पेटी मैंने दी थी भाई की बहन की चूत बार
मैं तेरे पहले दी था
दिया था
मैं बहुत 10 दिन हो गया
नहीं उन्हें मुझे जाना चल काट पूरे दबा गए
Wrong side of the road. This is great. I'm loving it. I'm enjoying myself.
Actually, mostly people not following traffic rule.
No.
That's why it's crazy. अजो कटन की हो ना तुम बता दो सॉरी तो तुम क्या कर रहे हो
वैसे ये ज्ञान में आ गया ना
ज्ञान में पैसे
पैसा कोई ना
ये अगर ये ज्ञान मांगे 3 पेटी आराम से दे देंगे
भाई
लाइक जो खेलने में 2.5 पेटी
40 के 40 दिया करते
2.5 पेटी जीत गया भाई मोड़े दे